On this edition of Total OS Today, I wanted to take a break from talking about Linux and talk about a little bit about Microsoft. Specifically, my top 3 list of 3 Microsoft disasters of, say, the last 3 years. Well, first up on my list would have to be Windows Vista. What can I say? I remember 3 years ago buying a brand new HP widescreen laptop. I remember the sticker on it saying Vista capable. I ordered the free Vista upgradable discs, installed them, and my computer laptop ran twice as slow as XP. I remember the Apple Mac commercials mercilessly crucifying Windows Vista in comparison to the Mac computer. What can I say? Those commercials were very, very funny. Number 2 on my list of 3 Microsoft disasters would have to be the 360 Xbox. I remember when it first came out. At the time I bought the brand new Halo 3 game, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and then a few months later I got the dreaded 3 red lights, or the 3 rings of death. I'm sure you know what I mean, but just in case you don't, I believe the first generation 360s, or possibly also the second generations, had a manufacturing flaw which I believed caused the machines to overheat and basically shut down. I'm not exactly sure just quite how many there were, but I do remember talking to the UPS man when he picked up my 360 to be shipped and fixed by Microsoft. We would commonly joke that every day he would have another bunch of 360s picked up to be shipped out for repair somewhere out west. My number 3 on the 3 Microsoft disasters of the last 3 years would have to be the Zune. Now this, for the life of me, I just cannot figure out. I don't have the HD. I believe I have the first edition. At the time, I remember reading that Zune was supposed to be a competitor to the Apple iPod, or possibly even an iPod killer. So I bought one. I liked the screen. It seemed very user-friendly. But what I couldn't figure out was how a product, a Microsoft media player, designed obviously by Microsoft, would not sync or be compatible with Microsoft Windows media player. Say what? I mean, I don't get it. Another thing, if Microsoft was to come out with a new product as it did with the Zune, and to be a competitor with the iPod, which is basically everywhere, and it is a fine product, seems to me Microsoft would have to put something in the unit that would be unique, totally different, or something that the iPod just doesn't have. Oh, for example, I would say, how about a built-in wireless FM transmitter? Like for people like me who have a car that don't have the 1/8 inch jack to plug in a cord to play an MP3 player. How about Wi-Fi? Or something different. Now I know there is a cost versus profitability factor, but at least it seems to me that the Zune should have had at least one thing that was unique to the Zune and not available in the Apple iPod. Now I don't know how much longer the Zune is going to last on the market. I've heard the new HDs look absolutely stunning, but until Microsoft makes something that is thoroughly unique for the Zune, Oh, for example, how about being able to sync and use it as a portable hard drive for all your documents and whatnot? I don't know. It just seems to me that it would make common sense to make a product that is unique, something special that the other guy doesn't have. Now, that being said, let me be fair and talk about what I do like about Microsoft. Windows 7, I think, is great. It looks great, it works great, it's stable, it's fast, enough said. As far as the Xbox 360, to Microsoft's credit, I shipped it out free of charge, got it fixed, got it back, and almost 3 years later, no problem, and I love playing Halo online. As far as the Zune is concerned, well, I still have my Zune. It works, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if the Zune can survive out there in the market. Anyway, there you have it. My 3 Microsoft disasters of the last 3 years. Thank you for watching this edition of Total OS Today.